Okay, let's get this stream started by booting Fallout 4. There we go. Now, obviously the topic of discussion will be PS4 Fallout 4. I have had I wouldn't say good fortune of being able to play it on PS4 as well. Mainly because my father, he needs help, he's not that good at gaming. I moved him off very easy onto easy. I mean, baby steps. But it makes me glad I play on PC, because that, I mean, the main thing would gotta remember which character it is. I think it was Miranda. I'm not. Nope, that's a totally different one. I don't think it was Amanda. Samantha? Nope. Jennifer. Yes, that was it. There we go. Just gotta find a streaming one. But the main thing that comes across is just how oppressive the carry weight limit is. I mean, every 5, you know, with a stream refresh, chat viewer, but what really comes across is just how oppressive the carry weight the default carry weight limit of about 300, depending on strength, is. It's, you know, default special, I can live with that. That's not too bad. It just means you can't win any speech challenges because there's no point putting any points in charisma because 99% of its things are useless. But, you know, unless... Oh, but this carry weight is just oppressive. Oh, you want to carry 4 different types of weapon and lots of really shit light armor, and keyword being light armor. I've got, I think the 2 pieces are leather. I'm just trying to remember what Twatman looks like, because, oh god, he does look like a twat. It's the collection of armor that's lightweight and effective. It just looks completely ridiculous. But what really is bad is it is offensive to carry weight. It's so oppressive. I mean, I can't carry anything basically on PS4. It's beyond oppressive how bad it is. You don't know how bad it is until you've played without it. But every time you pick, so basically I mean, I don't carry any healing items. It's just armor and a few weapons. Less than 6. Don't even carry heavy weapons because they're too heavy. And carry weight sits at about 150 to 160. That is it. So so in reality, you have about 150 for picking shit up, and I'd hate to think how long it would take to make a settlement, because, well, it takes a fucking eternity to just get enough bits to make a weapon, let alone own an actual settlement. Settlements kind of take a lot of resources to build something nice. It's just, I can see why one of my first orders of business was to up the carry weight. What is this? Bloodbug? Bloodbug. That actually worked! Well, not what I expected. I've also put him down a pistols only path because it's sort of... Pistols get way too many benefits, vanilla. I mean, let's see, they get the disarm, which is useful when you can't like turn... When you can't quickly lock onto a target. Like, for example, I want to shoot at a lighthouse. In console, it'd be, you know, it'd be sort of really slow. Computer, it's just you just on instantly. That's another thing I can't aim away with console is gamepads are just so slow to react. If you're super used to them and got them like set to like ridiculous sensitivity, I'm sure they're fine. But to anyone who doesn't use them 24/7, they are kind of incredibly slow to use. Also, I picked up a disturbing habits like picking up alarm clocks all the time, picking up desk fans. You know, it's something I picked up from console, so if you ever see me going through desk fans all the time. Oh yeah, I gave you the alien blaster. You've still got default. Did I give him that, or does he pick that up somewhere? You know, because obviously my companions are completely useless on console as well, because you don't have mods to fix it. Because let's face it, Xbox 360, apart from not having console or script extender, which limits mods a bit, and limits its bug fixing options, Xbox 360 at least has pretty much full modding capabilities. PS4, even if you decide to actually have mods, they're so limited in what they do that you basically can't fix anything. And because because there's no such thing as Bethesda, he doesn't want a Bethesda.fail account, he can't even get mods. Because on PC you only need a Steam account. On console you apparently need a PSN account and a Bethesda.fail account. You don't actually have to log into Bethesda.fail on the PC. Obviously, I think you do to get mods, but you don't have to for Creation Club. And I know you have to for Creation Club on console. It's weird. If you don't have PSN, you can't. The options are just grayed out. And if you've got PSN, you have to go through Bethesda.fail. You can't just. Well, on computer, I'm pretty sure it goes through Steam or Bethesda.fail. It's weird. It's an odd experience, console. It's not what I'm used. Oh yeah, and I forgot just how bad vanilla balancing was. I mean, I keep telling him to stay away from Deathclaws, but while he was away, he wanted me to just get a few bits of crap. It was actually doing the fucking tedious railroad Mila quests because we wanted Ballistic Weave because Ballistic Weave is fucking overpowered, especially when you remember that there are a few items vanilla that you can Ballistic Weave and wear armor over. Oh, Disciples, they're mine. But there are a few items you can wear vanilla that can be Ballistic Weaved and have armor on them, like the army fatigues, which just makes them kind of ridiculously broken. But because you need all the armor you can get. But the funny thing is, it's horrific. You can't actually do much. It's so limited, the default carry weight. I mean, basically every trip consists of... Oh, we've looted a dungeon. Missed out on quite a bit of the loot because it's way too fucking heavy and worth absolutely nothing. And then, lo and behold, your carry weight's maxed, and you gotta teleport back to Red Rocket to dump it all. Why Red Rocket? Well, it's conveniently located. It's quicker to run there to Drumlin Diner and sell shit. Quicker if Trashcan Carla decides to actually be useful. But oh yeah, nothing spawns here like until later, does it? But it's and Abernathy Farms nearby, which is just free caps basically. Because food is not worth carrying when you got 200 stim packs. Because stim packs weigh nothing and really handy. But that's beside it. Oh, your mines. Who knew? Simps. They're so scary. I mean, I forgot how bad vanilla balancing was though. I mean, Deathclaws are hilariously useless. I was on a Mila quest. Went on the top of the building where the Alpha Deathclaw climbs up. Like, what was it, like 5 or 6 shots from the Deliverer? Which is its primary weapon because it's broken. It's way too powerful. 5 or 6 shots and it was dead. And it was like, it never even got close. No crits, just 5 or 6 shots and it was dead. I forgot how pathetically weak everything was vanilla. Because, like, nothing has armor. Very little has armor, and very little has high health. Nothing has resists. It's kind of pathetic. I think an actual regular Mirelurk actually takes more of a beating than a Mirelurk Queen. It's kind of funny. Oh no! I think I bypassed the dungeon. Oops.
Other side's chained.
Oh no, if that side's chained, then I haven't. That's the way that you're supposed to go. I think you're just supposed to summon the elevator. Oh no! A Synth Stormer! Oh, I don't have a crit. I need to readapt. Like, the save I've been playing recently on my PC, obviously, not on console. But the... Oh yeah, and lockpicking is fucking horrible on console. Next one I'll show, I'll try and demonstrate the console experience. It is... I'll try and demonstrate it next time. But, you know, I've sort of been cheating. She's a VATS build, no direct weapon buffs. Yeah, because VATS is kind of broken. You know, playing on console, you do start to rely on VATS a lot. And its occasionally baffling accuracy is very highlighted. But next lock I find I'll demonstrate what it's like on console, because you don't get... With PC, you can just move the mouse slowly. No matter how slight your tap on the analog stick, it just sort of flails all over the place. You have to press up and the slightest little bit to make it move slowly, and it is just awkward. Ah, there we go. So on PC you can move it around pretty slowly, little jerk around like that. On console, basically the slightest tap of the analog stick it sends it all over the place like that. So you have to press up and sort of move it slightly to make it turn like that. It's awful. Oh, and scoped aiming is horrible because you move with the left with the left analog stick. You hold your breath by tapping down the left analog stick. It isn't a toggle, so you end up when you're trying to scope, instead of being able to hold still, you end up like I can't actually demonstrate that slowly, but because that's the one thing that console has over, is the ability to move really, really smoothly. Unfortunately, it's not got enough buttons, so it can't exactly do the finer shit well. You know, I've not come across many games where every single bloody button is used, but Fallout 4 is one of them. You know, like, every button is used for a different thing, I mean, not... Some games have, like, redundant buttons, like, where you can choose, like, you can... I mean, I keep thinking, oh, that big fat button would be Pip-Boy. It's not, it's only really used in it's used to change, it's equivalent of the, what I have set as F button, which is change camera angle and open workshops. Oh no, a synth eradicator. Oh no! These are even lesser a threat on console because, well, the synth weapon is really useless. Because it's really, really weak. Because everything's really badly balanced vanilla. Also, I wonder if it's actually working. Let's see. Yep, it's working. You're thinking, how can a rifle have 341 range? Well, I'll show you. I made a little tweak to... And commando, actually. I made a little tweak to that as well. But, as you can see, go to back rank. Oh, I didn't change that. Oh no, it's ranks 2 and 3. Basically, I gave it a ridiculous pistol increased range to rifles and automatic weapons, because it really makes no logic. Like, a pistol with the same barrel can fire longer than a rifle or a machine gun. I didn't do it to heavy weapons because I don't know how the likes of the Fat Man would work. Obviously, I don't think the missile launcher would be affected, but the Fat Man could be a bit awkward. And they don't have the range to do it anyway. They sort of they're sort of spread out anyway. I have 2 perk points. What the hell do I spend them on? He shows up so infrequent. I actually have my VATS save, where I just use VATS pretty much as my only weapon. I have maxed out Mysterious Stranger. He does not appear very often, and sometimes he sort of like. And he glitches a lot. Like, he doesn't actually make the shot. It's weird. Critical Bank is always useful. I mean, but I've got, like, these max... I basically decided to go for anyone that does not include direct damage. I mean, that but isn't also completely useless like Attack Dog. I mean, Attack Dog's awful. It's... I don't know why you would ever use Dog Meat, because there are... Unless you're trying to glitch Lone Wanderer, then you'll use Dog Meat, but... Dog Meat just tends to get in the way and doesn't actually do much. Yeah, let's build machine guns. So at least now being a machine gun doesn't miraculously cause my range to drop. Oh, was that it? Nothing in here? No bobblehead? If anyone knows that there's a bobblehead in here, please say. Also, just a mic check. Yep, mic check works. Almost almost thought I had a bobblehead, but... I want to come up... You know, I know it's weird. I know it's weird to say, but I actually want to come across a Corsa. But I don't think they start appearing to level 80 anyway, so... How did I miss these Sims? Like, seriously, how did I... Where is it? Oh, that explains how I've missed them. Down here, are they? Ooh, ammo. Yeah, and it's not a case... Bobby pins don't... Their strength of bobby pins doesn't seem to be affected by skill. Because I think... Let's just check the perk chart, because I don't actually know which one... I'm pretty... So, bobby pin, bobby pin, bobby pin, bobby pin, bobby pin. What kind of a... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have, like, nothing in perception, like, at all. Actually, no, I think I have enough to get demo expert, so... But bobby pins still take, like, a ridiculous amount of abuse before breaking it on console, which is kind of funny, because they just don't seem to break. You know, it's not like Skyrim lockpicks, which break at the slightest provocation. Oh no. It is a legendary synth stormer. And the second shot misses because I went too quick. There we go. Now it's dead. Got to claim its legendary booty. That was a hard habit to break when playing on console, because 99% of legendary stuff on console is completely useless. Yeah. Well, on PC I just take it because I can. What can I stand on the... Oh, don't tell me this is like the one railing you can't stand on. Don't tell me I have to do a running jump to get there. Fuck it. And Dow said, fuck off. I want my booty. Woo. It's shit. Point proven. Your legendary gear is always shit. Point proven. It always is. It's... You know, come down to that realization quite a while ago. But I mean, if you're lucky, you can get a good one. I mean, on console, I was lucky enough to get a Sentinel's leg. Unfortunately, it had to be a Raider leg, which is universally the worst. I mean, it's not the lightest, and it's by far the crappiest in armor protection. But it's Sentinels, which makes it better than pretty much everything else anyway. Also, fun fact, when you're really, really anal about your carry weight, which you have to be on console because it's horrible, you start to realise that things like, for legs and arm pieces that weigh less than 5, lighter build is actually worse than pocketed. Yes, pocketed doesn't get rid of the weight 8, but it gives you plus 5 carry capacity, which is more than the weight 8 loss would save you. So it's kind of one of those funny things where it's actually better to have the one that looks worse. How have I not triggered this? I was standing on that. How did I not trigger it? I guess there won't be any fire in that bog hole. Is there actually anything in here other than just generic booty? Sorry, the obsessional collecting of desk fans has become a... You know, that's a consequence of playing on console with a vanilla carry weight where you desperately need the shit from on them. Is you're just constantly picking up desk fans. Like, I've been up here before. I don't remember coming up here before. Oh, my memory's failing again. Oh well. To the roof! Skyline style, go to the roof, even though all logic says not. It's... Probably nothing up here, but that's... Oh no, there are imps. Not the imps that never went home. Now, my question is, where did these fuckers come from? Because I blew up the Institute, the teleporter is gone, so where did these fuckers come from? If they weren't here before, why did they all just crouch on the roof with stealth boys? Bang. Oh yeah, I have no elephant gun on console. Which is a bit of a shame, because it's quite a nice weapon. Oh no, an eradicator! Missed. And I missed, because my sniping skills are fucking atrocious. Anyone who's watching me play Sniper on TF2 will know exactly what I mean by my sniping skills are atrocious. Oh no! Simps! You know, cheating with that probably won't make my accuracy any better. Yeah, just a thought. Did I hear a... there's another synth. And my companions will deal with it eventually. Ooh. It's the freakish abomination of a sentry bot on a Mr. Handy, or the original sentry bot, Mr. Oh! He had the key! Oh! I hear the alien blaster going off, so I know Curie's firing at something. Wow, she actually hasn't hit it at all. How bad an accuracy can companions be to miss? I mean, she hit the truck fine. Oh no, a truck bomb. Oops. You know, I really want to find a Corsair, but I also kind of don't know where any of them are. Because they're kind of a really rare spawn. But, you know, now that we're actually a high level, it would be nice to actually try and fight something like that, but I doubt I'll ever find one. They're really quite rare. Anyone knows where a Corsair is guaranteed to spawn that isn't tied to a specific quest, that would be great. I don't think there's many locations where the Institute actually appears vanilla. You know, they don't really appear, you know, like, guaranteed appear anyway. I mean, I know they appear in quite a few places, but they only appear, you know, also, there is more than one of this guy. You know, I have seen this the same sort of Jaws reference. The blue bandana, the machete, the skelly, and the dolphin fish thing. You know, dolphin shark. Just, yeah, definitely a dolphin shark. Because look at that tail, that ain't a mammal's tail. The way that's side to side. Side to side is fish, up and down is mammal. And that's definitely a mammal. That's definitely a fish. But, you know, I've seen that reference on other boats, so I'm starting to think either it's a random reference on a boat, or it's just on like every bloody boat in the Commonwealth. You know, that or it's just very, very common to find on boats. I'm thinking it's probably some sort of semi-rate, you know, some sort of random, semi-random encounter, because I've seen it on way too many boats, you know, all across the Commonwealth. You know, because I saw it on my console one, and I can guarantee that that has not been up here. You know, console, I have to sort of stay away from this place, because it's kind of the... You know, it's sort of the most dangerous area in the Commonwealth is this top corner. Oh! Dead doggy. And... what? He couldn't do that much damage, he's got a shit weapon. So, where did the... sometimes you should just give up trying to understand that. It's one of those things where you just give up. But yeah, generally, I would, you know, if you have a choice of platform, PC is Fallout 4. PC is priority. You know, PC would be your best. Then Xbox 360. You know, sorry, Xbox One, because Microsoft. But you know, the 360 was sort of dominant. The Xbox One is sort of a outlier. It's not much happens on it. Also, I think this is the first Beantown's house I actually saw. Was this one, because it stood out like such a sore thumb, because some weirdo was celebrating Christmas really early, or decided to put his glowing Christmas tree up after the bombs had fell. One of the two. And you can tell it's a, you know how you can tell it, always tell it's a Beantown's house? I mean, obviously it's quite detailed, but no, the obvious way is to check the skeletons. If you can loot them, it's a Beantown's interior. If you can't, it isn't. Yeah, someone, you know, was either begging for raiders or actually was very lucky. I mean, he either survived the blast and was begging for raiders, or is one of those weirdos who start celebrating Christmas in October. They do exist. Like this, I would suspect is a Beantown's interior. It's a little too detailed to be vanilla. That, and it's sort of like an actual functional house, sort of semi-functional house, in that it's got a bed, it's got a kitchen. Doesn't have a bog. I guess the bog will be climbed through a hole in the... I guess they have an outhouse, but... So this, however, I believe is a vanilla interior. I mean, I can't loot the skeleton, and it's pretty barren. Has been pretty much picked clean, apart from someone snatching drugs, which is surprise. There's always something in a toilet. Tontos, Indian motorcycles, I can guarantee this is going to be a Beantown interior. It's just a little too detailed and nice. And themed. I found a toy shop in Jamaica Plain, I think it was. It was, you know, greaser jacket, of course. Of course it will be in a biker's shop. Why would I expect anything? I'd expect actually I'd expect some road levers as well if it was a true biker's shop. I think that's sort of what they were, was biker's gear. I hit. Oh, there's quite a lot of little shit in here. And see, this is what I really like about Beantowns, is there is a lot of nice little details. Like, you can clearly tell this is a bike shop. You know, it's not just like vanilla where they were so concerned about performance, probably on consoles, which are a bit potato. I mean, that's another thing I noticed on PS4, is there is a very noticeable amount of lag in Boston itself. You can feel the system slugging. Like, you turn the camera and it's like it sort of slideshows as you turn around. And the weird lag attacks where the whole game just freezes up until you somehow back out of the area. That happens on console too. I think that's just an engine bug. Speaking of the engine, I mean, there's loads of them around, but speaking of engine bugs, I'm sick and tired of Skyrim crashing. Race menu has been ported to Special Edition now, with pretty much feature complete. Because Skissy 64's come a long way, so I'll probably discuss that more tomorrow on the Skyrim stream, though. Try and stay vaguely on topic. You know, it's not something I'm good at, staying on topic, but... You know, there's clearly a hole there for either a rudder or a outboard, which sort of serves as a rudder, but there's no actual... Yes, because there's no actual holes to row it from. You know, like little hooks. So, you just have to assume that it will be a powered boat, and they just stick an outboard motor on it, or a strimmer or something. Because there's no actual ore holes. I don't know what to call the islets. Someone who's good with sailing talk can, I'm sure, will correct me. World's most pointless pier. Let's go swim out to that island. We could help the nut job of Salem later. You cannot go there. Really? You put a little tight? You can't go that way? You really put... So that you can't go that way is actually... You know, instead of being the edge of the map, they lock off the one little island that's actually on the map. Really? I need... really? Need hand cream, but... That's disappointing. So... You know, assuming it's a straight line, then that you can't go that way, Borderwood. You know, considering how pointless all of this space is anyway, and how little there is in it, you know, cutting off this little bit, just to, you know, basically cutting off another grid square on the map. You know, because it is actually a grid square. You're cutting that up. Oh, a bit of that grid square and a half actually. Yeah, so that's how a grid square's worth for the map. Cut off. You know, it makes an already small map even smaller. It's not exactly a... You can tell there was clearly supposed to be a lot of underwater stuff in Fallout 4, just sheer volume of it, but there was nothing. There is absolutely nothing there. This... this is a good one. Is this Bean Towns or is this Vanilla? I'm gonna hazard a guess that this is... probably Bean Town. Oh, nope. No, it's too back. This bit might be. This bit's definitely vanilla because it's like vanilla skeleton. But that bit seems a little, you know, too normal. Like it's actually like furniture. Seriously, I hate the eternally flapping birds that don't go anywhere. They really, really bug me.
Hey, what are you doing down there? Look out! They're coming right at you!
Oh, fuck it. This hurts so much harder. Let's help the local nut job out.
Get out of the street before any more of them catch wind of you!
Jammed.
I'll open the gate and you get in here quick! I'm gonna let you in the bunker! Don't make me regret this!
I don't need to go through your gate. I can jump over your gate. Your gate's crap. I know it's supposed to be like an electrified fence, but I just jump over it. I love how he teleports down here faster than I could get down here.
Did someone drop you
The
on your
Commonwealth
head
is a
as a
very
baby?
filthy place.
Or did you have
For
to work
shame.
to get this stupid?
What, the heavily armed goon coming in here is more out of place than the one local weirdo? Really?
I could have handled myself.
Oh, I saw how you handle yourself, froze on the spot like a deer in a...
I've massacred 100 Mirelurks on the way here. What makes you think I would have died? To a soft shell.
Got Reba here to help me crack those crabs wide open. Isn't that right?
Survivalist nut job.
Who's Reba? Are you talking about your gun?
She's not just a gun. She's top of the line. Best gun in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, definitely survivalist nut. That desk fan, it screams to me.
Where are my manners? Introductions. Barney Rook, commander of the Salem Volunteer Militia at your service. I'm also the quartermaster sergeant.
Because you're the only guy here, because no one else is that nuts.
This here is Reba, but you two already met when she saved your life.
Just two of you? Have you considered a membership drive?
Oh, look. Laugh all you want, but remember the last person that scoffed at the SV?
Yeah, I'm sure they were just the last member of it too.
But we've got... Before you showed up, the Mirelurks had been mostly... Since things have been quiet...
Yeah, I took a Mirelurk Queen out the others. You know, didn't you see that big thing die? Nah, clearly not.
Soldier, I'm going to... Don't tell Reba, but I've been working on a She's not as tough as her older sister. She's all yours. The turrets show.
He is clearly mad, but
Strategic locations around.
you know what keeps you busy?
All your noise probably won't.
At least his survivalist, I would assume grandfather or great-grandfather, because, like, possibly even great-grandmother or grandmother. I'm sure they were pleased that their shelter actually came to be used. And yeah, for some reason this is like a miscellaneous quest, despite the fact it's one of few miscellaneous quests that actually has like many stages and really should have been a proper quest, but I think they couldn't be asked to actually do the little animation for it. Because remember, it could just use like a generic pit, you know, Vault Boy like that. You didn't have... Really? I haven't done Earl Sterling? Really? Why haven't I done Earl Sterling? Did I avoid Diamond City like the plague or something? Oh, you know what? Shoot gun. Nah, the shoot gun doesn't hurt as hard. Oh, my lurks. Oh, they're all glowing. How boring. I know you should never use energy weapons against Mirelurks because they're kind of like hilariously resistant to it, but at least the low level ones are. Oh no, a Razor Claw. That's actually weaker than the glowing ones. Oh dear. Oh no, gotta activate the shitty turret. What is it, like a Mark 1? Yeah, it's a Mark... Even, like, bottom level, these What? Why is there a raider waddling through town? Oh, fuck VATs. Seriously, the cinematic looks on VATs are just annoying. They just break things. Oh yeah, you got it. Derping up the password first. You know, these turrets never stand a chance because they're I believe they're always a Mark 1 turret. And apart from the ones on the church roof, they all get like destroyed like almost instantly because they're complete garbage. Oh no! Human killing baseball bat. Not a baseball bat. Oh yeah, and lower difficulties have significantly less legendary shit. Let's see what there is this. I can't even be bothered to loot all these things, there's so many of them. Look at them, the Mirelurks get everywhere. Oh look, a little tiny Coca-Cola shop. This is definitely a Bean Towns one, because like DLC never implements any DLC shit anywhere else. Except Creation Club stuff does, it sort of puts at least the Slocum's Joe Workshop did. Might as well take a bottle on Cappy Toy. You know, there's two effectively little meta games you can play with the Beantown's interior mod. One is the collecting the drunken gnomes, which I've only ever come across like 5 of them in my entire life. And the other, obviously, I don't know why I'm looking in this building, I know this can't possibly go up to the roof, but the other one is collecting all the different toys, because there's loads of different toys, loads of them. Like loads and loads of them. I mean, a toy shop in Jamaica Plain has a lot, but doesn't have all of them. Oh dear, they're running away! There, use an old-fashioned rifle. It's no galleon, but it'll work. It'll do. Oh, my look, hatchlings. You know, why do why these don't work like the, what do you call them? What are they called? Grasshopper things? The mutated grasshoppers in New Vegas, where you just step on them and they die. I think they're mutated grasshoppers, I'm not sure. Has that other turret died? Oh no, it's not done anything. But yeah, again, Mark 1 turret. And that is some good vanilla clipping. I love when things clip vanilla. Again, another Mark 1 turret. These turrets stand absolutely no chance, ever. You'd think if he was going to have, instead of having like 6, terminals on every one, why wouldn't he just have a master terminal in his base? Maybe he didn't have enough wire. Let's try a little diner. At least this one's celebrating the right holiday. Now this must be vanilla. You can always tell by the skeletons if it's Skelly Chef. I'm trying to make a joke, but it's not working. Nah, I can't think of a good joke. 200-year-old cow. This turret always dies if there's any Mirelurks around. Because look at it, it's on ground level. That's where the Mirelurks are. And then the church ones actually they can if you're lucky, the church ones can whittle something down, but they still tend to. The Mirelurks do tend to come up and get them. And if there's a hunter around, that just spits at them and they die. Oh look, duct tape. That's sort of another thing you have to hunt for on console, because you're always looking for fucking adhesive. Like, always looking for it. Think he was having a bit of a drinking party up here. The sheer volume of beer bottles meant someone was drinking up here. I activated all your shitty turrets, but I wiped the Mirelurks out before. Because your turrets, well, they would have failed. And then he'll be defenseless. I'm pretty sure this is... I think this is vanilla. But it's a little too nice to be vanilla, which is... what makes me think it isn't vanilla. But it's barren enough to be vanilla. There's only one way to be 100% sure. Is to find an object, click it. Okay, apparently I'll plant some non-reference object. Nope, vanilla. This actually is a vanilla place. This is very overly nice for vanilla. Still can't figure out what cotton yarn's for. What's funny is this would make a good settlement site. And yet you can't get it as a settlement. There's actually a few places that should turn into good settlement sites, but sort of don't in Fallout 4. It's kind of a weird... And yet some places become settlement sites when they really, really shouldn't. Well, that blew up. This rifle never made much sense to me. Why would you have, a rifle that makes a really, really loud plink whenever you reload it? It strikes me as the most bizarre thing. I actually can't remember what it's called at the moment. My brain's completely failed. But why would you ever have a rifle that does that? One carbine or something, but why would you ever have a rifle that makes a really loud plink? By design! You don't want them to know you're reloading, that's sort of the time they would attack. So machine gun nests like the MG42. It was such a devastating weapon that they were trained to attack it when they were changing the barrels, effectively reloading it. Not, you know. So I bet you that the Germans didn't make it make a really loud chink whenever they reloaded it, so you knew when it was being reloaded and they were vulnerable. Nah, they were quiet and sensible. Only the Americans would be that overt. Could be worse, could be World... You know, in World War One, I would sort of see it, because, let's face it, this was a war where people went to war dressed in bright blue. I mean, camouflage was not really a thing. And, like, this has taken a hell of a long time to load that tiny little area. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. No. I've never had it like this. We'll give it a minute, and if it hasn't gone in a minute, then we're resetting. Because I've never had this happen. You know, going into a big exterior, sure, but a tiny little interior. When the clock reads 11:52, we don't go. When it reads 11:53, we go. Waiting. Waiting. Nope, background's next changed again. Nope. Cancel out. I know the clock hasn't changed, but I can't be bothered to wait a minute. So. Reboot is Fallout 4. Wait for it to load its shit. See, there's a reason I quick saved before, clearly. But, oh yes, the new stuff, there was 2 new items in the Creation Club. One was basically a forced settlement attack mod, which looked interesting, and then I saw the price tag. 900 Bethesda Funbucks, which is just ridiculous. You know, for basically a few new settlement objects, a way to start your own settlement attacks with waves. You know, but basically a settlement attack minigame. Some cameras, which I see, you know, sort of, I'm assuming are a case of you use an item and you can see what's happening at a given settlement, which to me sounds like something that's bound to go wrong. But then there's the... I'm starting to wonder if my antivirus is updating again, because it seems awfully unstable. But there's... just going to check my antivirus. Nope. Everything's going a bit slow. You know, when my computer slugs like this, there's normally something is crucifying it. Come on. Boot up. When you want AVG to boot, it doesn't. Even Task Manager's taking an age. Which means it probably is AVG doing something. What the f... No, it's Fallout 4's decided not to close itself. So there's 2 instances of it being open. What the fuck? There. Kill that off. Okay, so now... Okay, let's just see if you... No. No, Fallout 4 was just having a brain fart and for some reason had two versions of itself open. Okay, rebooting. But back to the Creation Club offering. So the Settlement Attack one looked interesting, but not for that price. You know, 500 Bethesda Funbucks is my limit, and I wouldn't even wouldn't consider that with the complete lack of information it provided. And then the other one, oh, that was the other one just, well, let's just say that the other one is a case of it. Well, what did Bethesda put on what is basically the same engine as Fallout 4 recently? That's right, Skyrim. It is pretty much a direct port of the Skyrim Iron Helmet and Steel Sword. That is it! You know, it doesn't provide, like, the armour, which, of course, would actually have required effort, as that would require putting in a new... like, you've got to rig it to Fallout 4's body. Nah, that would have required effort. No, it's a quick and dirty port of the Skyrim helmet and Skyrim sword, and you can tell because they don't look right. You know, they appeared in Doom. You know, what was the most recent one, but now they've announced another, but it appeared in that, you know, the helmet did anyway, I don't think the sword did. We're on a corpse in hell with an arrow sticking out of his knee. I find it hilarious, but the helmet stood out like a sore thumb because it was clearly ripped straight from Skyrim and it did not work in Doom style. And it's the same case with the Fallout 4 port, is it does just look awful. Because it does not, it's really shiny and it doesn't work. It's like they've just applied a shiny layer to it, which is something I think Fallout 4 introduced, and it just looks like ass. And I think that's like 300 or 400 Bethesda Funbucks for an item that probably took them less than a day total to implement. It might have actually taken them longer to write the Bethesda figure out how many Bethesda Funbucks it would cost than it actually would to actually make it. I'm taking that desk fan, it's bugging me. Funny, because I didn't hear the turrets go off once, because I kind of destroyed them.
Is that it? Well,
they might, but they'll have something now.
Sure.
Here's a key to my workshop in the bunker. Reba 2 should be sitting on the table in there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe today is earmarked.
Yay, level up! Of course he has that. Why wouldn't he have a Guns and Bullets magazine? I didn't realise it had magazine-specific comments. Unless that's just his generic one, and it just so happened to be a Guns and Bullet that I picked up. There we go, Reba 2. Complete with guaranteed to kill you, to cut your arm, eye lurks. Oh, I mean, that is such a little... I mean, I do love like the weird bonuses that the Train Whiz ones added do, but look how illogical that is. Could be worse, could be the horrible short stock, which I really hate. I hate the sawn-off rifle because it looks so ridiculous. I'm just zooming it. I need to see if that is QA smoke. Look, yeah, that looks like QA smoke to me. Or is it? Is it? No, that bit doesn't look like it. That bit looks a bit like QA smoke. Yeah, it is QA. I believe that's QA smoke. I think that's what all the reflections are based on, and it's got sort of a... You can sort of tell a lot of the times that the reflections aren't generated properly. I think the only exception is Shiny Codsworth, which is based on a reflection from that three-wall player house. But otherwise, they're all, I think, QA smoke. I think the reflections. Outside his doorway. Hop over his fence. I refuse to use his gate. You know, on principle. Basically, so every word he said was a lie. You'd think this would turn into a settlement site. But no, you can't reclaim it as a settlement. It's kind of a shame because it's actually one of the... would make quite a good site. But it'd probably be Jamaica planed, in which case you get a tiny section of it that's really, really bad. Well, let's go into the old people's home. I think that's what it is. I think a convalescent home is a geriatric asylum. Well, I'm not sure because I think I've never heard. You know, I think I looked it up once. Yeah, there's a Mr. Handy here.
Welcome to Sandy Cove's convalescent home. How may I help you?
This place is still in business?
But of course, Sandy Cove's convalescent home runs in continuous operation.
Why would I be horrified of sending any old person here? After seeing what these things can do to a birthday cake, I don't think I would want them anywhere near my oldie. You know, I don't think I want them anywhere near my grandparents.
Paperwork earlier.
Apparently I'm Gladys.
We'll put you in Gladys's old room. Take the back stair and it's the first door on your left. Have a nice day.
You know, I've seen what they do for a birthday cake. I don't trust them to look after anything else. Collectible baseball. I think that's just a pristine baseball. Well, certainly because collectible baseballs are actually quite skanky. You know, because collectible baseballs were like game used, that's what made them collectible, and as a result they are kind of skanky. Why is there always someone dead on the toilet?
Good day to you.
There we go.
You know, it's one of those things where I guess that was supposed to be an oar. You know, because this guy's got quite a nautical theme going on in his room. There's clearly a bit of a nautical theme going on in here, but anything in this room? Nope.
More relics.
Is there anything more depressing than a retirement home? You know, I kind of subscribe to the theory that if I am at that point where I need constant care, then just let it end.
Is it not?
Just let it end. I don't want to slowly turn into a vegetable. You know, it's not the way I would want to go. Anything in Gladys's room apart from the booty crate? I think either Gladys was an old... Either Gladys was an old soldier, or she had a grandchild that was a child or a grandchild that was a soldier. I'd imagine that it's probably Gladys is because it's like, yeah, because that would be like ironic because that's what the player character is. See, it's just a pristine baseball. I love how that's classed as collectible, which is like a guaranteed not. Collectible baseball stuff tends to be quite disgusting. I love how pristine that room is. Everywhere else is... I guess the cats kept breeding. I guess the Mr. Handies must feed them. What kind of elevator doesn't have a button in it?
Quiet here. Usually means something's about to go very wrong.
I picked up a load of safe keys, but where's the safe? Where are these safes? Or saves? Or however you pronounce safe. there is a multiple of a safe. How do you pronounce multiple safes? Is it safes? Saves? Or is it a case like it's there are 5 safe? Oh! Why would you kill the Mr. Handies? They're harmless! Unless you attack them first. Oh, you just want to hide around a corner, do you, little shrimp strider? Ah, there are safes. Saves. Whatever. Oh no! A radical roach! Even the combat music didn't find that threatening.
No way to
okay, so Edward was a druggie. So was Mortimer. Oh, I know what these must be. It's these blue prescriptions. Ah, how do I get in there? It's clearly a security door. So there must be.
don't have the key.
So there must be some way of getting in there, because that. Oh, I need that magazine. I would like to do it legit if possible. So we got. Okay, so we'll look. Must be in one of the safes. It must be. Or maybe this terminal. Having it in one of the safes will be. Apparently they did. You know, the fact that such a state and the Mr. Handies are still here means these Mr. Handies are not doing their job properly. You'd think one would be on janitor duty, wouldn't you?
I'm through.
Well. I love that the oldies escape. And they have a fake bus stop set up just so the oldies have somewhere to run to. Sounds like horrible the place is if the oldies want to run away. Well, that's only weird, disturbingly appropriate in an old people's home where they got sedate the escapees. That's what I like about Fallout is, yeah, there isn't that many quests. You know, there isn't that much going on in the quest department, but there's lots of shit going on in the world. That's what I like about Fallout. There's always something going on in the world. I need to see what this corpse is a bit of. A glowing mongrel. Oh, it actually is glowing. Sort of got the green bits of glowiness in it. Chum the waters. The fake bus stop. I think Gladys escaped. Oh wait, that might be Gladys there. Oh well. She made it a decent way. She escaped the horrible, horrible old people's home. I mean, they are disturbingly depressing old people's homes. Now, I barely ever go to Kingsport Lighthouse, so I don't actually have a settlement set up for it, so I'm not going to even bother claiming it. However, we are going to assault the children of Atom, because I don't like the children of Atom. Oh, please tell me that was an actual grenade. Thought that would be a Radicum rifle. You children of Atom. They do have like absurd health for children of Atom. But they also have like the Gamma Gun, which is kind of crap. I'm a scout accuracy. Actually, no, I'm more engineer. Oh no, Jamaica plane is under attack. If it's not ferals, no, I'll be very disappointed. Oh no, not the radicals. Not radical. Everything is made out of, I believe, radioactive shit. I didn't talk to you. Rat fart. Let's look at the rat fart device. Why would you have a rat? Only the children at Atom would protect their shit from being stolen by having a device that farts rads at you. You know, it doesn't exactly stop the children of Atom stealing from it. The beak. Well, by sticking a glowing one in a lighthouse. That doesn't exactly create a beacon. They've got very good hair for a child of Atom. So that's what I expect from Child of Atom. Is like no hair or straggly hair. Must be something in this radiated shit pool worth having. I'm sure there's a skill magazine out here. I'm sure there was in one of these buildings. There's a little magazine somewhere. There's the other children of Atom base. I mean, there's quite. I mean, all this radiation and like nothing worth having, really? That's a little hard to believe. Radical stags, radical roach. Oh, that one isn't radical. What kind of child of Atom doesn't eat radical meat? I swear there was a skill magazine on one of these. How that Gamma Gun didn't fall down the hole, I don't know. I swear there was a magazine here, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh dear. That's floating. Floating. Don't like things that float. We all float down here. I hate things that float. Yeah, it's okay floating like half a centimetre off the ground. You're not going to notice that, but floating like a good foot or two in the sky, that's going to be noticeable. Ah, basking at light, lovely, lovely radiation. Actually, anything else here? Oh, I think the children of Atom are firing. I'm not scared because even though the Gamma Guns are actually quite accurate. Pop out the ward, boink. I love how they have ammo, but they have to make their own guns. Wendagu. This is shonky. A clean umbrella of all. Please, someone was trying to survive out here. You want children of Atom? Is that? Holy crap! That's actually wearing armor. I think it's still well outside my range, though. Yeah, clearly well outside the range. That of Children of Atom Reborn has a hell of a lot of health. There he goes. Ow! I have like massive radiation resist, clearly. I missed. Long story short, I missed. You'll cheat. Use that. The radium rifle is far more dangerous than the gamma gun. I mean, a radium rifle actually kills you. Oh, just cheat and use that. God, there's another one up there. I thought I killed him already. Now he's dead. And there's another one. I hate flapping birds. I know there's a child of Atom there, but I don't care that the flapping bird has to die. They offend me that much. Yeah, they really do offend me, the flapping birds. Flap nowhere. So, yeah, this one's tail is more mammal-like. Maybe some are mammals and some are fish. Who knows? Oh no! Not a feral! Not the ferals! What the? Why is there a disciple all the way out here? Like an odd spot for a disciple to be. And I dare make an actual shock, I'll probably hurt her fat ass instead of the ghoul. Yeah, because disciples are like disturbingly big asses. Look at them. That's a scrawny one. Seriously, I swear disciples have bigger asses than like every other NPC. Yeah, they're really hard to miss. Whoa. Nuke mine. Oh yeah, Kingsport Lighthouse is probably because of the proximity to Kingsport. Because, you know, children of Atom are creating division by blowing shit up. Oh, lovely. Someone left a blood pack and a stim pack. Let's have a look in the Pulowski shell to see if there's anything crap in here. Why would you stick a mannequin in there? Unless it's like a demonstration, might be a demonstration model, but the fact that it's next to a bus stop implies that it's probably an actual useful one. Yeah, I don't know why these disciples are all the way over there. But in fact, I've been in that convalescent home before and never found that magazine. I don't think I ever found a safe. So I don't even remember the Sims coming, so I don't think I explored it very well. Yeah, this was one of those things. Actually, there's something I want to show. I found it on console, and I've never been up there, so might as well have a look up there, see if I can't find it. It won't be this far. East. Sorry, every time I have to look for east and west, I have to sort of cycle around. So I never remember which one's which until I've cycled. So my brain just sort of pauses. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, there's Dunwich. Did Dunwich. I'm in Hugo's hole though. I will go into Hugo's hole and kill Hugo. Only radiation. Oh, Hugo isn't here. Remembering how ugly Fallout 3 Mr. Handies were. There was a lot of things that were just ugly in Fallout 3. I love how this expert locks put more resistance than most master locks.
Sweet.
You really do playing on console has really made me appreciate how much better life is on PC. I mean, lockpicking, that was quick and easy. Even though I broke 2 lockpicks, it was still quick and easy. On console, that wasn't quick nor easy. That wouldn't have been quick nor easy. It would have been quite a slow process. I mean, life definitely proceeds at a much slower rate on console. Much slower. Oh yeah, I'm getting north, aren't I? Because I found on the top. He was found on the top ledge. You know, 'cause sometimes I watch, sometimes I help. You know, I'm not completely useless. I mean, even when I'm watching, I'm still technically helping some like directions. Oh no, vampiric blood bugs. Another top. Here's a question. Ignore you. What about you? She'll go up soon. They do slowly build affinity just by having them. Oh, McCready. He takes forever. Really? Hancock's higher? McCready always seems to take an absolute eternity to go up. Obviously X6 isn't going up because she's kind of... When you turncoat her, she kind of breaks. Is that Parsons? I haven't done Coward House? Wow, there's a lot of stuff I haven't done on these stream ones. There's a lot of stuff I haven't done on these streams that I thought I'd done. Hate the glowing fungus. We haven't done Linwood's. Linwood's is fun. We'll just take out this gunner base first. Because I like gunners that much. No, but Linwood's is fun. We get to fight Deathclaw. No, it's a funny thing. I've done this gunner base many, many times. I think I've even done it on the stream, looking at how dead it is. There's multiple gunner bases like this. So I think, yeah, there's not a gunner in sight. Which makes me think I've probably done this gunner base, but haven't gone to Parsons or Linwood. That's funny. Because this is deserted. Obviously, I think I've skirted Parsons because there's no point going to it if there's like actually nothing there. Speaking of nothing there, the mass fusion containment shed. Radioactive shithole, absolutely nothing in it. Like, absolutely nothing. It's completely useless. Oh yeah, there's a fusion core, which is so not worth the amount of rads you have to suck to get in there. Parsons Creamery. There's Linwood's. Can't believe I haven't been to Linwood's yet. Fun thing with Linwood's, always explore it first. And it's another place that looks like it should be a settlement site. Yeah, it's sort of like a pre-built settlement. Obviously, it's got the alternative. I leveled up at some point. Oh, broke it.
That's it.
Curie is another one that takes bloody eternity to go up. Oh, the raiders have shown up. The raiders show up after a certain time you spend in the place. The Death Claws, which I am about to summon, meaning I really should get the Jolly Fat Man out. See, I remember what Fat Man I got, which does over 4,000 damage. You know, no amount of resist will stop this thing hurting like a truck. What is it? An albino? Anything that got hit in that is dead. You know, I don't think, even with like ridiculous resists, you are not going to survive a Fat Man shot like that. Where is the Death Claw? Did I really spook it off that much with the Fat Man? Missed. My accuracy with the Fat Man leaves a lot to be desired. It really does. Come on, Death Claw. Come on. Come on, Death Claw. Come on. This thing just as a point of reference, these Death Claws have like this is before like any other resist is applied. They have got a ridiculous like 90% damage reduction, which I think explosion because the rocket launcher at basic levels doesn't hurt them. So, and then they've also got the 50% explosive resist enchantment on them. And this Fat Man just one-shotted it. Where is it? Come on, Death Claw, Death Claw, Death Claw. I can see why it's running, I mean... Oh, there it is. Fuck. See, Death Claws are smart. Especially when I can't aim with a Fat Man to save my life. You know what? Let's... Oh, no. If you use VATs, the Fat Man... Do never use VATs with a Fat Man. Just don't. And I'll tell you why, just when I finish looting this shit. I've got to turn a bloody siren off as well. But here's a reason why you never use... You can... If you use VATs with a Fat Man, if it doesn't hit, basically you don't crit, you are guaranteed to miss. And by guaranteed, I mean guaranteed. It will fly. I've seen it where it... That was one hell of an Uber mine. But I have seen it where you shoot the Fat Man in that, and it wasn't a perfect shot. It missed, but it actually the shot went straight through the enemy, straight through. But yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Can you imagine this with 2-shot? That would just be ridiculous. Or the Merv is, well, let's face it, you're never gonna hit shit with the Merv. See, this border's right on the line, and yet the one out at sea was like here. You know, it's pretty much here. I'd say here because it didn't let me get to that island, so it must go probably a little pop out for a bit before it's strong, and then like this entire area is completely dead, and I think that so like most of this side of the map is completely inaccessible. I could map out the playable area of Fallout 4 if I wanted to. And I think it's up here somewhere. I think it's near Zimonia, which is a bit further. Let's get away from the... Why the hell is that thing so powerful? I mean, I know, but there's the little border fence. You know, a lot of places in Fallout 4, and definitely Fallout 3, are a case of there's this little tiny border fence saying you can't go this way. New Vegas was, I believe, had an unpassable roadblock, as it's, and the rest of it was just mostly mountains. You know, it was either like the NCR outpost was one of the borders. That, you know, Mojave outpost. That locked you off with a gate, you know, a sealed gate that you couldn't go around. And I think the only other route, which was south, you couldn't get past because there was a... Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the border fence. See, this I don't mind as a world border, because you can see through it. You can't go over it, no matter how hard you try, unless you got a jetpack. And it's sort of, you know, it sort of stops you from going places. But the... Okay, so point directly west. Yes, there's the border fence. And makes you wonder if there's sometimes like supposed to be little bits that ducked out. Oh, fuck it. Use the actual sniping rifle. Again, there's a little bit that's sort of like ducked out of the fence. Which makes you wonder if you're supposed to be able to like sort of bypass some of these places. No, and the border fence has started up again. Oh! There's Packy here. Oh, I got the ammo back. Oh, fuck him. Just plop some grenades down. I actually can't see the fucker, which is why I was... There you are. What the hell is Hancock shooting at? Oh, there's another one. Bang. That's why I like NPCs. There's the border fence again. See what I mean? But there's like a border fence for most of the map. You know, it stops you pretty well from... You know, a lot of places have this border fence. Like this. Yeah, you can... Look down there. You can clearly see that you're supposed to be able to go down there. Because it's detailed up until the bridge you can't see past, because you can see like little details. You can clearly see the border fence. You're clearly supposed to be able to go up to the border fences. Oh look! I can't go any further despite the fact that the border fence should let me. And the border, you know, it's like clearly supposed to be able to go a bit further. And of course, the you can't go this way gate. Which makes me wonder if there was like supposed to be some DLC that was supposed to take place up there. But here's that little... Here it is. Legend of the World detail. And the beauty of it is, look at this. You can't go that way. And yet, I can go down here and up here. You know, which is actually a little further off the map. You know, it's just this one's a radiated shit pool. But toilet house, bathhouse, really rare day tripper, some soap, toilet, and up here is his little shack. That's the main home. That sounds like my turrets are doing the job. See? Nice little house on the border. And it's like, I can't believe I've never found this place before. I mean, let's face it, you can see it. It's like 5 foot away from Outpost Ammonia. And you can actually see it from Outpost Demonia. I can't believe I've never found that before. I mean, I can't believe it's so close to... I mean, I'm not even, like, from where you can see the lights from the remote.
Seems to be growing up.
Also, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, the vast majority of my settlers are women. I don't know why, because I believe, like the Raiders and the Gunners, there are more male faces than female faces, so there's a higher chance of males. You know, there's only the Disciples actually have it the other way around, which is actually more natural, because in humanity's terms there's about 55% women, 45% men, because naturally you don't need, you know, in terms of a biological need, there's not as much need for men as there is for women. You know, considering one man is capable of impregnating an theoretically infinite number of women. You'll be inbred as fuck, but you can probably get by with a 75-25 split, where the inferior race men are, you know, much less in number because you don't need them in great numbers. You need blood bugs. Get your blood bug. It's not hatchling, it's shame to waste the ammo. So you just give him a good punch instead. It's a blood bug. Not that friendly. Where is the bloody thing? Punch. Dead. Listen to that stupid... Oh yeah, and that's another downside with console. You cannot get rid of the idiot savant laugh. So every time it procs, you get... You sound like a complete twat. It's awful. It really is one of the... You have to be kidding me. Have I actually done... How have I not done? Have an happy fun. Hello, Pat Stone. How have I not done how have I not claimed Abernathy Farm? Did I avoid it because I didn't have a settlement plan for it? I mean, I have a settlement plan now. Bullets! Oh no! Checkpoint! Why is this glowing? Oh, it's Doug, that's what. Where's this checkpoint? Where actually is it? Oh yeah, go down to Jamaica plane. Wait a second, this place is the checkpoint? No, it's only radars. Bang. Also, fun fact, this weapon could exist on PS4. You know, if you actually could get mods, this weapon could actually exist on PS4 because it's 100% vanilla resources. It's a combat rifle scope slapped on top of just a satchel, you know, with a 50 cal receiver, which changes it to an already existing ammo type. You know, it's not actually a mod. You know, it's modded, but it's not vanilla. It's actually a fully vanilla weapon. I can reload eternally. Oh, here's a fun fact. Artie's brother, oh guy. No, he's in the fuck. He's got the old pattern weapon and he's really low level, like level 17. Of course he is. For some reason, it's like, oh, I can reset you. I just don't reset the power armor. Because power armor's kind of weird. Reset collector. Don't worry, she'll get her armor back soon.
Will be a lesson to anyone who'd risk.
So he's got. What's funny is he's got resists. Oh, great, you picked up a radium rifle. Well, I'll never stop using that now. So if I feel that super mutants are healing, at least I'll know why. Let's get that locket while we're here. No harm in it. Oh. I'll get over the fence first. I never like going the accepted route. It's something you must learn. You know, if you've ever learned anything from my streams, it's I don't go the accepted route anywhere. It's... Oh wow. I just noticed the time. The only time I've tripped laser trip wires is when I've done it on purpose because... Hello, Unknown Gamer 13. And I'm not a bro, I'm a... If you're going to go with that parlance, it'll be sis.
There we go.
Not the intel room. That's the briefcase. There really should be like a red or a blue briefcase in here if it's the intel room. I hear doggies. More precisely, dead doggies, but I still hear doggies. Ding! How does it alert every raider in the building? I don't know. Oh yeah, runaway minigun. Which are hilariously inept vanilla as well. Raider waster. Bang. At least it's not a 50 cal one, that could have been a much, much worse scenario. Oh, she's got... Actually, is that... Oh. I have never found one that actually has a cohesive set of the Deathclaw armor. Let's see, she's got the albino, alpha, blue, matriarch, albino, so she's mostly albino. And yes, I've given all the female raider bosses custom hair. Basically make them stand out a bit, because they were just like, they look just like generic raiders normally, and everyone knows generic raiders look like, well, ass, because they have like the worst hairstyles imaginable. Take that. I haven't picked what mysterious locket yet, have I? I need to find that doorway.
A lot of learning went into putting together a place like this.
Oh, Hancock's just disappointed there's no drugs. Hancock is pretty easy to get affinity with if you just pop drugs all the time. You know, he's one of those ones. He's got an easy trigger. Smoking soldier teddy. No drunken gnome! Seriously, I can't find any of the drunken gnomes, they're too well hidden. Where's that? Where is that toolbox? There's a toolbox. There it is. Why is there 3 of them? Why is there 3 lockets?
Nice.
I'm not even wasting the ammo to kill. Why kill one radical roach when you can kill 3 with one bullet? Even the legendary one is shit. And it's actually the smallest one. I think radical roaches are kind of tragic. You know, it's the thing that even NPCs aren't afraid of them, and they're afraid of things they really shouldn't be. The radical roach died so quickly, I didn't even have time to punch it. Well, got lockets, I might as well go to Abernathy build. Have that build and go down to Jamaica Plain so that Abernathy can reset. You know, because you got to make sure this. Whenever you import a settlement, you've got to leave it for a few days, at least 3, I think. Sometimes more. Find a way out because I have no sense of direction in these places. Take my Pip-Boy light off because it's gotten brighter, and go outside and leg it to Abernathy, then leg it to Jamaica Plain, hopefully before the Fendi is dead. Doink. Question is, where is Abernathy? It is... Oh, there. Doink. Fallout 4's a funny one. There is actually a lot of stuff on the edge of the world. Sometimes you have to zoom. You know, like I get the feeling you were supposed to be able to go a bit further, but that would have taken time. Because there's like the border fence doesn't seem to... You know, it sometimes seems to go a bit further, but clearly is still locked off in details that... Oh dear. Why is there a Deathclaw out here? Seriously, I have never seen a Deathclaw out here before. You know, I've seen like 100 mole rats up here, but Deathclaw? What the... Particularly crippled Deathclaw as well, by the looks of it. So I didn't take its leg out. I see like a massive horde of mole rats, sure. A couple of raiders, sure, but never a bloody Deathclaw. Where are you, little mole rat? Mole rats are a pain in the fucking arse. The digging, it's just annoying. Not actually, they're not very dangerous, but except mole rats in the vault, which I've done apparently. Vault 88. Is it? I don't know. I don't remember which vaults are which in Fallout 4. Which vault is it? 81. That was it. 81. There is Red Rocket. Now, which version of it is it? The old version, which has this nice gaping hole in the fence. I get the feeling a lot of my stream settlements are quite old. Pericles. I didn't even know that was a name. Oh, Thoughts on Fallout 76 Pat Stone. I actually did I think I did a stream on it, but... And of course you can go view that, but... You know, what the hell are you doing out here? But, anyway, Fallout 76... I care not 1 ounce for the multiplayer aspect, at all. I care... You know, my view on the multiplayer is the same as it was before. Not good, don't want... I do want to explore Fallout 76, but... You know, I'm concerned at the lack of any meaningful quests, because multiplayer is gonna hurt it a lot more than it should. You know, it's gonna be crippled. If it gets... Oh, and it's recent news, which hasn't been covered in any of my streams, is it will be Bethesda.fail only, at least initially, which is guaranteed turn off, even if it gets a single player with mods mode, which they said they are. Todd Howard did say they are doing, but I am not even with that, I'm not convinced that it will be good. Or if it's Bethesda.fail only, because Bethesda.fail is awful.
Don't need anything today. Fine by me.
Bethesda.fail is awful. I don't know why you'd ever want to play a game through it.
It's okay.
If you say so, but let me tell you.
I don't know what that was. Mole rats by the sounds of it.
Every minute spent watching your back.
Yahoo? Excuse me.
You actually gonna talk to me this time, Blake? You're definitely supposed to find this place at...
I'll probably give it a try.
Well, maybe I'll see you. Word of advice, though. Why do all the hot...
Bastards.
Last time those raiders hit us, now, that's why we need...
What happened to the Minutemen?
The raiders are...
I say this is definitely supposed to be an early thing, but... Yeah, Fallout 76, I want to explore the world, I want to see what creatures it has to offer, I want to see little backstories and the locations, but I don't... But force multi... And to be honest, since playing Fallout 4 on console, Fallout 76 has got even less appealing because vanilla carry weight is just so crippling.
That's great news.
I mean, when Fallout 76 is one of its major features is build your own shit everywhere, it's one of those cases where I can't... building shit without console commands is tedious, beyond tedious even. Yep, more routes. God, they must have travelled halfway across the Commonwealth to find me. But, so, take that. So, I want to explore it. I'm not opposed to the idea of a more survival-focused one, but, you know, with less quests. But I am opposed to forced multiplayer. I hate multiplayer as a general rule. 5 hours of scrolling later. So my first Fallout, weirdly, was Fallout New Vegas. I sort of got into gaming quite late. I was mostly console early on, and that was not a good idea to keep scrolling. Beantown Interiors, wrong one. I meant Transfer Settlements. But my first one was New Vegas, and I really did, you know. So I've never actually played Fallout 1 or 2. I've got Fallout 1. They gave it away for free, so thought I might as well pick it up while it was free, but I haven't really got round to it. Abernathy, yeah. That's what I thought. That's quite recent. Import original. Didn't do much to Abernathy. I say I don't multiplayer. With multiplayer at Stone, you sort of start to realise that there's always going to be someone who's a complete dick on the server. Always, you know. There's going to be like the oblivious. A lot of people are just oblivious, and they're going to be people who go around deliberately making life miserable. You know, for example, you try and kill something for XP. Someone snipes it from you know, someone is following you and snipes it, stealing every single one of your kills. It's going to happen. That's without the horrible PvP aspect, where they have a system, but if someone fires a couple of shots at you, you're going to die, even though you don't want to. They don't get anything for it except the satisfaction of being a dick. And the anti-griefing method they put in for the PvP is to mark the people who are dicks with a bounty. Basically get caps for killing them, but the thing I see with that is that will actually encourage the dicks, because if I've known anything from online dickery, is the more shit, the more attention that is drawn to them, the better. They will see they'll try and get the highest bounty to show off they're the biggest dick. It's going to happen. It's not something I'm looking forward to. Single player with mods and console commands, yes. But without, well, let's just give a brief overview of Abernathy Farm. This couldn't have been put in without mods or console. This console commands. This shack. Oh, console commands, because you can't do this vanilla, because you can't put anything in front of these doorways. Let's just go through in here. Some of these are console commanded to make them a bit tighter. Yep, that's console commanded. You can see a tiny bit of clipping where I didn't quite make it. Upstairs, there's going to be more console commands. Yep, console commands to fit these walls in. You know, to fit some of these walls in. These beds are very, very tight together. Settlement tour over, showing off just a small amount of console commands to make a settlement that looks a bit more cohesive. As you can see from the top layer, the shack isn't that interior wall. You know, it's... Now, to defend you make a plane. But, you know, console commands are basically you have to have them for building shit. And not just God knows you can actually build shit. The mod position ones are very, very helpful. Rotation... less, though. I find the mod rotation ones to be less than useful. I mean, when it comes to which Fallout I'm looking forward to the most, it isn't 76. It will be Fallout 4 New Vegas, probably, which is a mod project to basically revive Fallout New Vegas in the Fallout 4 engine and make a lot of improvements to it, because where New Vegas was clearly... The thing with New Vegas was it was very clearly a rush job. The world is barren and empty, more so than even the Blue Mojave Desert should be. Yes, the Mojave is a barren place. I have been there, I have seen it. It is an incredibly barren place. But it's also not as barren as New Vegas. So there will be some shit going on. It wouldn't be totally empty. There would be some mutated creatures or something. It wouldn't just be a big expanse of nothing. And seriously, this is the quickest way I know of getting to Jamaica plane without fast travelling. Three companions merge into one, and assuming they actually bothered boarding the bloody vertibird. There they go. I have to make sure they get on first. Jamaica plane is there. Oh yeah, it's a raider settlement. What would it be? Settlers trying to attack it? Well, it won't be. Could be raiders actually. Raiders don't like raiders.
Ready to bring the pain, ma'am.
Oh god, I think that's trash can car. I don't want to blow the car up while she's waddling past. Or idiot, I think Herbrand. I think Herbrand is idiot. One of the caravan's Brahmin is called Idiot, and I think it's Carla's. Because it doesn't actually patrol with her. Oh, I killed something with that, did I? I mean, I knew that was a gunner base, which is why I wasn't. I mean, I could turn around. Oh, defend checkpoint, do I? Oh, great. Where's this bloody check? Well, let's do a little bit of advanced vertibird flying. Simps! Let's not do a bit of advanced vertibird flying because I don't think this is a particularly good spot to do it. Got it. Ah! Gotta land first. Actually, I was looking for a courser. I might have actually found a courser. The thing is, I do hear what I think it is, but I'm not sure if that's mine or theirs. Wow, I'm surprised that Twig didn't get in the way. Look at execution. Oh, that was a bit of a lag attack. Where's the brother guy? Or was it just this random initiate? Oh, it's the Roach King. That's where that's why I thought I heard a Gatling laser. The Roach King. Like seriously, if you're gonna be king of something, why would it be king of the roaches? Like seriously. I swear I killed him before as well. Regibutaria, king of the roaches. Where did he die? There he is. Take his. Oh no! Not the radical roach. I am so scared. Boing. Actually, he's still got his nuclear quantum up there. Yes. Quite how the bottles got up there is another matter. Let's go defend Jamaica Plain now. I've just come to a realisation it's a raider camp. They're going to try and shoot this thing down. So I've got to go Jamaica Plain is there. I should probably go to Fallon. I should probably go Fairline Hills. That should keep the vertibird out of its firing range. Mainly because I don't want this engaging, because it will try to destroy all my turrets. You know, because vanilla vertibirds are hilariously weak. They go down like, you know, unload a clip of blue pistol into them and they will die. Because everything vanilla is so piss weak. That's a Brotherhood. But no one else is double power armor like that. That's Brotherhood. Makes sense this or near one of their operating bases, which is Well, Fallout 4 definitely has a vertical aspect to it that none of the others have. I mean, Fallout 3, there is absolutely nothing really above ground level. You know, most of the buildings don't even have roofs, they're just sort of done for performance reasons. New Vegas is very much the same, there's very little above ground. You know, sure, you know, above ground there's very, very little. That looks like my defences. That must be... Is that another bloody raider? Yeah, that's another raider one. Well, that was easy. I killed her. There's a synth down there. What? Why did I see a synth rifle going off? I don't see anything. We're arriving at destination now. Prepare for landing in a tree. Of course, the bear's on the other side of the bloody vertibird. Oh, it's a shank. It's a stunted again. Oh, ooh, you know, you never find Yaoguai that aren't stunted. I mean, yeah, there's a glowing one here, but the other one's still stunted. And no, I shouldn't. But yeah, here's a tip: don't. This is where I learned that you don't use mines. Like you place mine by a door, you open the door, and the ghoul's supposed to run into it and blow themselves up. You place it too close to the door, and they actually blow it up through the door. Might as well take my caps. You know, I love how the bottle cap survived the explosion in a usable state, but everything else obviously doesn't. I don't even think that's worth disarming. It's so shitty, it's not even worth disarming. No, but there's a reason I didn't plot my vertibird through. See, this would make a perfect settlement site. Yeah, let's go. Spot! That's not a cat owned by an android! That really should have been a... They really should have made that joke. Oh. There should have been a dead synth with an orange cat called Spot. You know, a dead... One of the ones with the yellow plastic faces. Well, yeah, super mutants. And of course, there's one with a fucking minigun over there. I love Drakus says failed defense when I'm actually within like a few meters. Whoa! What the? Wow! He's actually a star paladin. He's actually what he's supposed to be. And he was wise. To run away, he was very wise. You know what? Bring out the OP launcher. The problem is, if that... I can't fire well, I believe brother guy getting demolished. Because I don't want to fire on a friend. The thing is, my friend will die because he's obviously getting mauled by Deathclaw. Run away! Okay, only the 4 barrels automatic. This one's clearly only semi-auto. There's a reason my Deathclaws are so buffed. It's because there is... Well, look at them. But the reason they're so buffed is because of how ridiculous this and the Fat Man get buffed. Oh, don't be. Please don't be. Oh, the smouldering wreckage implies... Oh, no. The smouldering wreckage implies it was Brevard. Oh no, that's just my generator on fire.
Damn, the overboss in the flesh. So I heard this was a crew to join. Whoa. Where'd you get
Oh dear. Yet, he learned an important lesson. Never, ever mess with settlement defences. Looks like I've got fixed shit. I'm trying to remember the way up. Looks like I've fixed shit. Is a bar occupied? No. You. 10 bar. What, no one's making beer either? What kind of raiders are they? What kind of raiders do you take me? Do I take you for? They don't make beer. They don't. These raiders, they don't do anything. You'd think that one of the first things they would do would be go to the booze stills and start making some beer. That's just X6. Just ignore a giant fat simp in my way. Eats too many humans. Repair. Repair. Why can't I think that was the only thing dead. You know, my settlement design things are a bit... I know you don't like doing work, but you might actually work if you did work. And yes, raiders are miserable fuckers. They don't like doing anything. There's no food because the fuckers won't work. You know, there's no food because the fuckers won't work. That, there isn't actually that many. Actually, isn't that many. Oh, you're Shank. That's not why you're... I love how he's barely in the boundaries of the settlement. Looks like they need another Astro Farmer. But I can't be asked to build a robot now because my time's almost up. So, one of these dingbats is going to have to farm. That's going to make him unhappy. I don't like farming. Well, why did you join a settlement that needed farming then? You should have brought a nuclear oil bot with you. Seriously though, the raiders are so awkward to get along with. Jamaica Plain is a terrible, terrible settlement site. Because, look at it. You can't actually get around in it because it's so tight. And they like waddling outside the boundaries quite often. There. Now at least they're actually assigned to shit. Oh, did I see unfooded food. There, you can actually produce food now. You can feed yourselves. You just had to work, which I know raiders are very adverse to doing. Here's the thing, have I actually sealed this outer door? No. I'll go through it. You know, I do tend to lock that door. Just so they don't go venturing out where they shouldn't. Oh yeah, babies don't go boom in Fallout 4. But I have long run out of time. You know, I'm sort of taking a risk. Every minute past 1 o'clock I'm just taking a risk. So let's save up. And there will be a Skyrim stream tomorrow. I think it was Elder Scrolls Tuesdays. And of course, New Vegas / Fallout 3 on Friday, because it's Fallout Friday, because, well, I can't stream on... I don't have time to stream on Thursdays, because Thursdays I do a lot of shit. I do my weekly shop, I work. I mean, that doesn't really matter because that's much later, but the weekly shop gets in the way. Wednesday is when the TF2 video comes out, so don't want to clash, which is why it was Friday. Anyway, that is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all the past live streams, which there are 26 of with this one. Yeah, which sort of let you see what was going on. One of them has dodgy audio, and that was one where like 4 or 5 vertebrates showed up at once, which was a bit of madness, but that was when Blue Yeti died, so you probably noticed a change in quality after that one. But anyway, that is the end of the stream. Goodbye!